In life, things happen to us, right? Someone cuts us off on the freeway, somebody doesn't respond to an email, somebody gives us a dirty look at work. Things happen. How you respond to these things completely changes your life, okay? That's what we're gonna be talking about in today's video. I'm gonna be going through a little diagram I've prepared for you. We're gonna go through this high level at first, and then I'll go through it step by step, okay? So, first, when something occurs, right? Again, whether it's somebody that cuts us off on the freeway, somebody doesn't respond to an email, a Slack message, a hello, a good morning. You know these type of coworkers, right? What happens? That's an event. But what happens after the event? Well, you tell yourself a story about what happened. This person is a jerk. This person is this person is this. And most of the time, these stories have to do with others, right? That story drives an emotion, right? You're angry, you're irritated, you're frustrated, you're happy, you're concerned, you have content. It doesn't matter, right? There is emotion, okay? That emotion drives, I don't know if you could see it. I think you can. It says behavior, okay? So this flow, there we go. I'm trying to find the angle here with the light. This flow happens to us all day long, okay? Again, the goal here today is to help you change your life in a positive way when it comes to social skills, communication skills, your interactions with others, okay? So here, again, let's use the example of, let's say maybe you emailed your boss and your boss didn't reply. All right, let's take that as the event, okay? So that is the event. You emailed your boss didn't reply, boom, the story in your head, they must be mad at me. I must have done something wrong. Maybe it was because that report I gave them 2 days ago sucked. These are all stories, right? And a lot of these stories are not based on fact. They're based on fiction, yeah? Again, the story does what? The story then creates the emotion that you feel, right? That emotion, maybe you're nervous, maybe you're concerned, maybe you're worried, right? From a simple event, you've created a story that is not necessarily objective. That story has created a feeling within you, and that feeling has created a behavior, right? Maybe you email your boss again. Maybe you act cold or distant towards others because you think maybe they said something. You see how everything is connected? This happens all day long to all of us. Here's what's so empowering about the stories we tell ourselves. We have control over them. We can decide what the story is. Oh my God, right? Because a lot of these stories, they're not fact. They're not objective. This example, your boss didn't reply to your email. They must be mad at me. That's not fact. That's not objective. That's not measurable. You cannot verify that until you talk to them. So why are you creating a story that doesn't serve you? That is known as a fiction story. It's important for you at this stage, when some shit happens to you, to check yourself at the story level. This is key to unlocking a better you. Most of the stories you tell yourself could be fake. They're not even based on reality. They're based on your own projections, your own experiences, stuff that's happened to you in your life, other coworkers you've worked with, interactions you've had with previous managers, right? So there's a lot of things that have probably happened to you that has caused you to think a certain way. You agree? Okay. Now, before we go into the solution, let me just pause here for a second and say this. if you're enjoying this style of advice, you like the way that I'm presenting the information, you like my style, do me a favor, hit subscribe, hit the like button. I'm working on trying to be more consistent with my YouTube content, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Now, let's go back. So, what if we do this? Get ready for the dramatic effect here. We change the story. There we go. New story. Okay? So now we have our boss didn't email us back. Yeah? We have a new story. That new story creates a new emotion, and that creates a new behavior. Let's say this new story is maybe they're busy with work. Maybe they're slammed. What feeling do you think? What feeling, what emotion do you think that's going to bring out in you? That's right. Nothing. You're chilling. You're good. You're calm. Yeah. That emotion is what? Probably going to do better at work. Your interactions with others are probably going to be much more positive. You're probably going to be your best self. And all you did was change the story. Okay? This is so powerful and so simple, yet as humans, it is difficult to do. I'm not saying it's easy. The best way to change a story is to just ask yourself this simple question. Is it fact or fiction? Is the story fact or fiction? A factual story, again, is based off something that is objective. Something you can verify. Something measurable. They're mad at me is not a fact. You think they're mad at you. Now, I'm not going to deny it. Maybe they are mad at you, but maybe they're also slammed with work. You do not know. And if you do not know, it's in your best interest to use a story that works for you. Again, a lot of times things happen to us, right? There's events that are outside of our control. But in this sequence of human behavior and how we operate in the world, the story, this is the link you need to check yourself on. This is what you need to determine. Is there something here I'm not considering? Is there something here that maybe I'm missing? Do I have the complete story or do I not? This can unlock a much more confident you. I see it all the time with people that I work with. I ask them, hey, you told me you feel a certain way. You had this automatic reaction. What objective data do you have that backs up the story you're telling yourself? Most of the time, if not 100% of the time, there is no objective data. Aha, that's where we begin to unlock a new you. Okay? Again, there's things that happen to us. There's events outside of our control, some within our control. Fine. Stories, boom. This is where you are in charge. If it's not factual, make it work for you. Give yourself that gift of peace, of inner peace. If you do that, that's going to shape your emotions. Those emotions are going to shape your behavior. You're going to be a calmer, happier, better you. Okay? Do not underestimate it. I know that I know this is simple. I know you're just like, oh my God, this is the 4 Post-its. Yeah. I know. But we do this on autopilot. All of us. And all we need to do is swap the story. Because the story you're telling yourself could be wrong. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're somebody that is an executive, a high performer, an overthinker, and you want to fix your communication skills, so maybe you can get a faster promotion or further your career, you can click the link in the description to book a free call, and I'll see if it's a good fit for both of us. Otherwise, I do have a free guide for you on how to fix your communications. Very, very simple. It's only 2 pages. You're going to like it. You're going to get a lot of value from that. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always excited to see the questions you have because that helps me create more effective content for you and helps me know what you may be struggling with. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.